In early 2014, Beacon Economics, one of California's leading economic consulting firms, published an analysis of the economic and social impacts of tribal gaming and other operations in California. The analysis determined that tribal gaming operations generated an estimated $8 billion in revenues for California businesses and supported more than 56,000 jobs statewide. More recently, Beacon Economics completed an economic impact study of the Santa Ynez Band of Chumash Indians. There was no doubt that the Santa Ynez Chumash tribe has made a positive impact on the local economy. But Beacon Economics' report not only confirms the sizable impact of gaming and non-gaming operations on the local and state economy, but also shows the tribe's significant impact on the health of the local community through investments in charitable organizations and social services. Jordan Levine, economist and director of economic research at Beacon Economics, discussed specifics of the study.
The Chumash tribe generates a significant economic impact across Santa Barbara County as well as throughout the rest of the state, almost $300 million a year in annual output, as well as a little over 2,600 jobs throughout the county and throughout the rest of the state. Most of the impact has been concentrated right there in the local economy though. The most surprising was just how much of the impact was formed of these secondary impacts. So not just the spending done by Chumash themselves, but how that spending then rippled through and created almost an equal impact as what the tribe themselves actually supported. About 150 or so million is directly spent by the Chumash tribe themselves. However, the other half, the second half of the impact, is really impacts that are generated outside of the tribal operation. So these are jobs created at the downstream suppliers, as well as just jobs created in the general economy as folks go out and earn wages associated with the output at Chumash or their casino vendors, and then spent that money back into the local economy by, paying rent, buying cars, taking their families out to eat. So the impact really does expand much beyond the walls of just Chumash themselves and really is a positive impact for businesses all across Santa Barbara County.
Beacon Economics strives to make their analyses about more than just numbers. As such, their report on the Santa Ynez Band of Chumash Indians shows the tribe's economic impact on the community in a much broader context.
Yes, we do talk about the economic impacts, and we do use multiplier analysis, but we build on to that a little bit more. We talk about the kind of jobs that are being created, the people who are getting those jobs. You think about your typical sort of gaming operation, those are good jobs for people who a lot of times don't have access to good jobs, and we try to bring that up in the context of the economic analysis. We do a fiscal analysis. What does it mean for local governments? How does this influence the budgets that they use to keep the roads fixed and keep the place safe? So yet again, try to create a picture.
I think one of the important points that we found was this isn't something that's just accruing as benefits to the tribe themselves. The vast majority of folks who are benefiting from this were the non-tribal members or just the broader Santa Barbara County economy in general.
The Chumash's contributions to the local community also play a large role in the tribe's impact.
Probably the most important part of our analysis is what we call the social impact. The Indian gaming casinos have been very active in terms of charity. They work with local governments to the point where they actually will fund the police departments. They give back. And from that perspective, we want to highlight that as well. And you're not going to capture that in a multiplier analysis. So these impacts have all three of those. We got the social, we got the economic, we got the fiscal, and you create a report that tells you a complete story.
The Santa Ynez Band of Chumash Indians was pleased with the findings of the study, which put the tribe's impact on the local economy into perspective.
There's been a tremendous positive impact within our community through the creations of jobs, through our donations, through the use of local vendors, which has brought hundreds of millions of dollars back into our community. We are also starting a casino expansion project which will bring hundreds of jobs to the community both during and after construction.